Hey, what's up, YouTube? Houston here. Hey, I want you all to pay attention to this. Wells Fargo ordered to pay 3.7 billion for illegal activity, including unjust foreclosures and vehicle repossessions. Okay? Now, a lot of you guys that have had relationships with Wells Fargo that have made your payments on time for your car loans, credit card loans, mortgages, this is what happened. Because they never appropriately applied those payments on time, they've been penalized from it. And this has been happening since 2016. Remember, they got caught opening up fake bank accounts, right? In customers' names, fake bank accounts. And so what that did, that actually sent you an overdraft, that sent you in collections, that actually sent you to check systems, which made it harder for you to get a bank account. All right? That's what happened. Now, I want to scroll down because I want to get into this, and I want to tell you all that they're planning on doing more to find them, and I hope they do. I hope they do it the right way. All right. So you see where it says systematic failures. Systemic failures. All right. So here's the problem. If you see where it says in its auto loan business that harmed more than 11 million accounts, 11 million auto loans. Okay. That's one. The repossessions. People were being repossessed when they made their payments on time. Some borrows vehicles to improperly charge fees and interest and to fail to refund certain fees, regulations say. So people that should not have been charged when they made the payments on time, they were being charged. People that had illegal checking accounts open, they never got their money as well. All right. Now, let's talk about people that was supposed to get mortgage modifications that they ignored. Those people are going to be compensated. Okay, now they probably lost their home, but at the same time, this is what I would hope that would happen. Okay, 3.7 billion, trust me, that's a drop in the bucket for Wells Fargo. They stole more than that from the community. Okay, they stole more than that. So, and let me add to that so you can understand. When financial institutions or medical institutions, they get sued, and it's for these large amounts, this is only a tax write-off. This is a tax write-off for them. So they're not losing any money. Trust me. All right, this 3.7 billion, they're not losing any money. So it's 1.7 billion of illegal activity, then 2 billion for the fines behind it. Now the CFPB is talking about fining them again. That being said, I'm looking at this. What about the student loans that people have taken out that's been charged fees? Why don't they go after them for that? Why don't they say, hey, you're not protected by the federal government on student loans because your student loans are just like regular personal loans. You do not have the legal protection that the federal government has. Why don't they address that issue? Okay? And this is something I continue to tell you guys. Your student loans from banks are just regular personal loans. After 7 years, they cannot hold you financially obligated against, and you can have it discharged in bankruptcy court. As a matter of fact, now your federal student loans, they just passed a law where your federal student loans can be discharged in bankruptcy court. Okay? So letting them know that, hey, you're illegally charging on your student loans, because when somebody's student loans default, they cash the insurance policy. Okay, they cash that insurance policy and then they continue to collect on you. That's illegal. All right, that's one thing that you do have to understand. In reference to the car repossession, when they illegally repossess the car, when they don't give you a chance to get the car back, do not give you notice when the auction is going up for the car, and then they send you this remaining balance. That's illegal. They're breaking the law. Okay? In reference to the mortgage modification, not providing all the documents, all the real documents that say, hey, you qualify for a mortgage modification. Okay? Or you say that you made your payment on a Friday at 4:30. And then they wait till Monday or Tuesday to apply that payment. Now you're late. Now it's going to hit your credit. Plus they charge you a fee on top of that. So why not say, okay, what you're going to do, everybody that had a car loan that has an outstanding balance, you're going to delete it. The same as with that, what is that bank that I made a video on? I'll put it up. But it was another bank. But they delete the car loans. If you had an outstanding balance on the car with those late fees, they got rid of the car payment. Okay? Why not just get rid of the whole loan itself? Okay? Because you created the illegal or the hostile. I'm trying to find a word right here, guys, because I'm upset. Because this has happened to many of us in the community, and we felt that we don't have any legal rights from what they do. So, that being said, they've taken your cars, they've taken money from your bank accounts, they've taken your homes, they've misapplied payments on your loans, and $3.7 billion is not going to cut it. Okay? People still have outstanding loans from their cars and mortgage and stuff with Wells Fargo. Why not say, hey, you got to get rid of this? That's what I want to see. People having those outstanding balances deleted. I would rather see people with those outstanding balances deleted from their credit. That will give them more money than still holding it over their head, because the maximum amount of money that you're probably going to get from this, especially when you're talking about 11 million accounts at 3.7 billion, you're not talking about a whole lot of money here, people. You're not talking about a whole lot of money. All right. As a matter of fact, it was over 16 million. So you trying to give 16 million people 3.7 billion, you're going to end up, plus with fees and taxes and stuff, trust me, you're not going to end up with a lot of money. All right? So the best thing for them to do, anybody that went into foreclosure, they need to pay them for the damages that were caused. Okay? They need to come up with a number and says, this is what it cost us because you lost your home. And they need to pay them. If you lost your car because of an illegal repossession for misapplied a payment, they need to pay you for that, because that may have cost you a job. Okay? If they are charging you illegally for student loans, and that's hurting your credit, they need to pay you for that. That's what they need to pay you for. And the best way to pay you is not with a small check. I don't want $1,000. I want you to delete the remaining balance of the loan. I want you to remove it off of my credit. That's what I want. I want my credit fixed. Any harm that you cause to my credit, I want it fixed. That's what I would want. Okay? Because again, this money that they charge them for is not going to go to the public. Only a certain amount of people is going to get this money. And it's only going to be a certain amount. That's the reason I'm saying I would rather for them to force Wells Fargo to get rid of the remaining balance of outstanding car loans that was illegally repossessed, mortgages, any balances that was outstanding that caused the foreclosure need to be gone. Student loans that went into default because of misapplied late payments need to be gone. Those are the things that need to be gone. Those are the things that need to happen. All right? That's what needs to happen. In reference to them charging us 3.7 billion, and they said there's more fines behind it, why not do the most natural thing? That's where it hurt them. This 3.7 billion, that's a tax write-off. But if you actually had them to close those accounts out to zero and correct it with the credit bureaus, now you're helping the community. This little few $1,000 or $1,000 or so that people are going to get, that's not helping them. You actually need to justify the means to what they've done to the community. So that's just my take on it. I'm just giving you an update on what's happening in terms of when they're going to be possibly issuing out this money. I don't know, but here's the headline. I'll put a link below for you to go through it and read it yourself. But to me, it's not enough. I really think it's not enough. And I really think that the community is still being taken advantage of. So this is Houston with three-way funding. Thank you.